They thought it was just another routine traffic stop. But when officers opened the trunk, their hands froze. Inside was a tiny cage, and what they saw inside would change everything. 3 trembling lion cubs, eyes wide with fear, pressed into each other for warmth. They had no mother, no home, and no idea that their new life was about to begin in the arms of someone they never expected. It started in the heart of the city, when police officers stopped the suspicious vehicle. The driver looked nervous, but nothing prepared them for what was in the trunk. 3 tiny lion cubs, barely breathing, shivering in a cramped cage. One officer, barely able to speak, whispered, "They're babies, and they're alone." At the station, officers wrapped them in towels, warmed milk, and took turns feeding them through small bottles. The youngest officer sat cross-legged on the floor, letting one cub curl up in her lap. The lions, scared and fragile, clung to them like newborns, desperate for comfort. A few days later, wildlife rescue teams arrived. The cubs were carefully loaded into a straw-filled carrier and taken deep into a protected African sanctuary. There, Ranger Edward Riddle waited. He had spent years caring for orphaned animals, but when he saw the cubs for the first time, his breath caught. He named them Saba, Tao, and Maji. Every morning, he sat outside their enclosure, gently calling their names while offering warm milk. They peeked out shyly from behind bushes. They were cautious, but curious. He read to them. He sang softly. He let them approach at their own pace. Still, something was missing. Weeks passed. The cubs were healthy, but distant. They stopped playing. Their eyes dimmed. They missed their mother. Edward's heart ached. He knew instinct and wilderness training mattered. But what they needed now was love. He made a bold proposal. He suggested introducing Bella, a gentle Labrador who had mothered orphaned animals before. At first, the team hesitated. Could a dog truly raise lions? But Edward believed. "Let's give them love first," he said, "and instincts will follow later." Bella was brought in slowly, day by day. She sat calmly behind a fence, watching them. Then one day, Saba stepped forward. He sniffed her nose. She wagged her tail. And everything changed. The next morning, all 3 cubs ran into Bella's arms. She lay down, and they nuzzled into her belly like they had known her forever. Bella cleaned their fur. She watched over their naps. She corrected their rough play with soft nudges. Months passed. The cubs grew strong. Their muscles filled out. Their steps became bold. They stalked through the grass with skill, yet always circled back to Bella. But the day came when they were ready. The truck arrived. The cage door opened into the wild. Before leaving, each cub turned to Bella. Saba rubbed against her. Tao licked her nose. Maji lay at her feet for one last moment. Bella didn't follow. She just watched, tail swaying gently. Edward whispered, "You did it, girl. You gave them more than survival. You gave them a future." What did you think about this story? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to SoulPaw Stories 5 for more heartwarming dog stories and rescues.